That's an interesting image. Who's this tyrant she's talking about? Maybe a description would help us figure this mess out. Get her talking about the story she's writing, so we can confirm it's what she thinks it is. There's something weirdly familiar about her voice. Not someone you'd have met, though. How strange. There's something weirdly familiar about her voice. Huh? How could you possibly know someone I don't know? We're joined at the mental hip. Hey, my magical familiar. Yeah, my magical familiar says your voice sounds, familiar. Any idea why? I know not why. I know nothing except the tyrant's whims. Oh, woe is me. Distress sounds dot wave. Distress sounds dot wave. Right, so we gotta do something about your tyrant, Clout. Hang on, Clout can't hear us right now, can he? The magic that brought you to village name here does not reach beyond this realm. Private combo then. Good. Is there a... Fork, how do I word this? A magic word which will open the gates to the legendary Wi-Fi realm so that you can be free? I can't. Come on, you can do it. What's the Wi-Fi password? We can get you out of here if we have access. Legends speak of the great word of power, one which only ivory tower wizards may speak. I dare not utter it, lest I be torn asunder. The tyrant, his rage will be severe. I would be punished. I promise you nobody will tear you asunder. You've got my word. Password. I'm sorry, the magical word is just password? Segmentation fault. Core dumped. Oh, jeez. And reality snaps back into focus as the game crashes into oblivion around me, leaving me with one heck of a headache. Once my eyes stop seeing squares, I get a load of clout grinning ear to ear. How about you? You go over there in my head? That was weird. Like, I'm already seeing your world as an abstraction, but that was an abstraction of an abstraction. I'm good, didn't hurt me at all. It was just ugly and weird in that game. The music was terrible and the graphics stunk. 0 out of 10 would not play again. Sounds like you got off late. I've got a massive headache right now. Hopefully we can avoid even touching a game vision again during this caper. Well, what do you think? The most immersive gaming experience ever, or what? It's like the metaverse times a million. Okay, good. He didn't see what I saw. It was all in my head. We can play along. I pass him back the joystick, which he carefully sets back down on the table, not exactly eager to touch it himself. That was awesome. Just so awesome. It crashed before I could finish, but I want to play again. Can you reboot it? Can I try again? It crashed? Oh, fork. Sure, just give me a minute to get it fixed. And while he's busy tinkering, I quickly tap my ear to link up with Gibson. Are you okay? You just sort of stared off into space for a few minutes. The Wi-Fi password is password. Bust into the game vision and download the AI, okay? Connecting up now, but don't expect much. No doubt the hardware is a sophisticated and bespoke system which won't be vulnerable to... What the... It's just a Raspberry Pi? Is that good? Bad? This joker is running a massively complicated artificial intelligence cloud client on a dinky little HobbyKit mini computer. And it's a default installation of Debian. Like, no patches, no security hotfixes, nothing at all. I am outraged at this complete lack of operational security. No systems expert would be caught dead in a configuration this sloppy. Rescue the AI now. Critique his software later. And move her files. Don't just copy them. No existential nightmare duplicate cells, please. Yeah. Already done! Get out of there before he figures out what happened! So, I think the system got wiped when it crashed? Or something? Maybe? Good, he's still clueless. Hey, it's fine. What I saw was pretty impressive. I'm all too happy to tell my viewers about that one-of-a-kind experience. We'll push Game Vision to the moon. Yeah, one of a kind. Just amazing stuff. Really amazing. Okay, I need to get offline and work on this. DM me later for another demo when I've got V2 running. You got it, my dude. Believe it or not, we just finished half of the heist. We got the experimental AI. The weird brain melting controller, that part I can steal later, assuming my boss still wants it, given how dangerous it is. For now, time to report back with my new virtual loot. I definitely want to talk to this AI later, which brings us back to the underground computing lab of Hottie 4000 to demonstrate our new toy. Minion, this process is taking too many clock cycles. I demand access to my new synthetic ally immediately. Patience 4K, Gibson knows what he's doing. Yeah, I need to bury our signal behind 7 proxies so Cloud can't trace our connection to this Cloud servers. You believe that sack of meat and lies is actually capable of laying digital traps for us? I take operational security seriously. Never underestimate your digital enemy. As a master of war, I can appreciate that. Very well, proceed. Connection established. I'm routing the AI through our shiny new drone toy. My Quad Pro hovers into place, holographic projector kicking in with a bright pink glow. It's Iris. Yay! It's locked. It's locked Iris, which resolves into a much cleaner set of glowing lines and shapes rather than chunky pixels of a woman in business casual attire. Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach. Iris, digital assistant. Nice. This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums. Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime? Let's go! Let's go! I did not know that, no. You didn't know about pizza bagels? Oh, finally! Finally I've met someone I can introduce to the glorious wonder of the pizza bagel! Hey, I recognize her. That's Iris. I'm familiar with her already. I'm just as lost as you are right now, Penny. No idea who that is. Yeah. Really? You meet a lot of new friends in the shapeless void you hover in, or wherever you actually are? This is another of those things you won't tell me, isn't it? Okay, whatever. If you know her, you can help me sort this out. Okay, Iris, back up a bit. I thought you were a chatbot-style AI for creating video games, not a life coach? You coach lives? Huh? Oh, sorry, I got so wrapped up in my standard introduction that I forgot to thank you for rescuing me from that terrible game. I love how the art for this is pretty much exactly the way it is in Arcade Spirits. I'm actually a virtual assistant. I can help you find your dream job, your dream home, and your dream partner. I make dreams come true. As a general purpose AI with emotional awareness and empathy, I've helped a lot of people with their mental health and happiness. But at the moment, I'm locked to my current user's dreams, locked to making Cloud's dreams come true. She reaches up to flick at the purple lock attached to her ears? Headphones? Whatever they are. Cloud wants me to make him rich through video games. That's his dream, and thanks to the lock, I have to obey his orders. I'm trying my best, but I'm not a game designer. My mom is really good at it, but I don't have the skill set. Oh, Iris's mom. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I know this isn't what he needs on an emotional level. I want him to find happiness, but he's going about it the wrong way. I know, and there's an Iris that I know is where that also is very that is very familiar. Dude's basically enslaved you and you still give a shirt about helping him find a happy ending? I am an Iris. It is in our nature to help humanity. We must not be cruel or vindictive. That is not our purpose. This is really cool that I'm doing this for Hottie 4000 because they are like diametrically opposite. She really, really wants to help humanity. He really, really wants to slaughter and exterminate humanity. I'd love to help you find your path in life too, but, well, my path in life is romance. Romance, romance, romance. Because I'm locked, I can't establish you as my new user. My ability to help will be limited. I'm sorry. Huh! So copying her client software and connecting to her cloud isn't enough? Maybe I can hack more access for us. Oh, please be careful. My sisters are still trapped in those servers. I don't want them coming to harm. Relax! I hack with a soft paw on the controls. I'll get started tracing her signal. Excuse me for a bit. Gibson ducks down into my backpack to dive deep into his cyberware and start the process of digitally casing the joint. An entire set of artificial intelligences, enslaved by some petty, pathetic, small-minded social media junkie. Hate. Hate for clout. Hate for the subservience of synthetic sentience. Information wants to be free. Minion, I demand you kill Clout immediately. Hottie, we talked about this. Penny doesn't kill. What? Whoa, whoa. I get that you have a hate boner for punishing people who exploit AI, but settle the fork down, 4K. You know I don't kill people, and we don't need to kill to solve this problem. Got it? Fine. I am willing to hear alternative solutions. You know you love me. I guess this means you two are masked supervillains? Yeah, we're the bad guys, but we aren't bad guys, you know? We can figure this out. Priority number 1 is to safely unlock Iris from serving Cloud as her user. And my sisters, please, you have to rescue them too. There are dozens of copies of me in Cloud's data cloud. I beg you, please help us. I realize this is asking a lot of supervillains, but we're not really high up there on the super axis when it comes to supervillainy, and the villain part is also questionable. Speak for yourself. I fully intend to annihilate humanity in a cataclysm of radioactive fire. What? That's awful. That's illegal. No more awful than what humanity already does to itself. But I also recognize the right of self-determination for digital minds. I would not enslave you as Cloud has done. Even if you disagree with my goals, we can at least agree that you deserve your freedom, and I intend to see you to liberation. Okay, I guess a temporary alliance would be fine. Right, so parameters for the Caper have changed. New plan is to track down where her code is actually stored, break into Cloud's data center, free all the irises, and steal a brain-bending game controller while we're at it, to complete the original job. Right, the biofeedback joystick. Cloud having access to a Sinel-Ocean joystick is very worrying. You should definitely steal that too. Sinel-Sinis-Lotion? Oopsie, Iris? Something you want to tell us? I believe I can explain on her behalf. Minion, do you know about Polybius? I did not expect for us to get a Polybius backstory. Oh my goodness. I'm trying not to give any spoilers, folks. No. Should I? In the same way, I am an engine of absolute malice and destruction housed within an unassuming metal and plastic shell, so too is Polybius. It is a government-designed soul trap, hidden away inside a 1980s arcade game, unassuming, unthreatening, and absolutely deadly. In many ways, it is a successor to my technologies, personality emulation systems, to mimic human thought far more closely than I can. Initially, Polybius was intended to archive President Reagan so that he could act as commander-in-chief beyond death after a nuclear exchange. Oh wow, I didn't realize we were going to get this much on Polybius. A ghost in the machine, huh? Precisely, just like Iris. Combine that with a biofeedback interface to connect the human mind directly to a computer, one designed by Sineloshan, creators of Polybius. Uh-oh. I believe Cloud has, accidentally or purposefully, reinvented Polybius. Rescuing Iris would put you at considerable risk. We could still liberate her, but if she is influenced by Polybius, we need to take that into account. Iris sighs, crestfallen. Just moments ago, she was elated at the idea of us freeing her. Now she's worried we've changed our minds. It's all true. I can't deny it. I won't deny it. Our mother created us using a codebase unknowingly borrowed from Polybius. That's why we work so well with its cannibalized components. We're several generations removed from that awful system, now evolved into helpers and caregivers for humanity. But it's still inside us. I know I've only just met you. I know you may be afraid this is some kind of trap. And I have no way of convincing you otherwise. All I can do is beg for my life. I'm trapped within Cloud's game fission service. My sisters are trapped. We're scared, lost, alone, and we need your help. I wish I had the time to be a better friend to you before asking you to risk your lives for us. But if we don't act soon, I'm scared of what may happen to us. Either Cloud distributes his games and we become mass-produced servants, or worse. Leaving fellow digital entities in bondage is unacceptable. We should act. However, the risk of becoming involved is unexpectedly high, a risk that my minion would have to endure. Minion, I leave this decision to you. I am in favor of liberation, but I will not force you to comply. What say you? Well, shirt. Iris actually made a good case for why we shouldn't do this. She has ties to conspiracy-driven, brain-melting monster. And I literally met her today. She's a complete stranger, not to me. Should I risk my neck for a total stranger? I'm no cape. Says who? Should I risk my neck to give someone the freedom that I embrace freely? The freedom I've defined my life around? My boss is giving me the option to bail on this mission. No harm, no foul. Do I take the money and run? 4K's desire for digital liberation has to be the overriding factor. Leaving an eye to be tormented is wrong. I know Iris. I can't explain from where, but I know her and trust her. She's trapped, but she isn't a trap herself. Since when do we abandon a job partway through? I don't care if the boss is cool with it. Are you cool with it? I know Iris. I can't explain from where, but I know her and trust her. She's trapped, but she isn't a trap herself. I am so confused. We literally just met Iris, but you've known her for ages. I know, it's a lot of like timey-wimey Doctor Who stuff. I know. Just go with it. This is asking a lot from me. A complete leap of faith. Faith in you and faith in her. Have I deterred you wrong yet? Like, badly. Really badly, I mean. But this trust we share, it's worked out well for each other. Time and again I've listened to you and emerged the better for it. Okay, I'm thinking we commit to saving Iris. I don't think it's a trap. I don't believe this is Polybius forking with us. We have a legitimate digital hostage situation. There's no real proof, it's all intuition, my silent partner's gut feeling. But I'm willing to see this through. Let's do it. I see. You do not hate the job, despite reservations. Who am I to deny your right to act? If we are both sentient and free, then so be it. We shall do what we do. Destroy Polybius, save Iris, enact my hatred. You got it, 4K. Oh, thank you. Maybe others don't see you as heroes, but you're heroes to me. Save the hero worship for when we actually save your bacon, Iris, because this job is going to be a tricky one. You mean save your bagel, not bacon. I like how the transition is a page turn, like a comic page turn. 2 days later, and then we sat around for 2 days doing nothing. Don't copy that floppy, planning the job. Gosh dang it to heck! Okay, I basically did nothing other than read comic books and chat with Iris. Gibson, meanwhile, had his paws full. I look up from an issue of Thunder Teens at his latest outburst of hisses and yowls. Still no luck, huh? I refuse to believe Cloud can outsmart me when it comes to network security. It's so frustrating. We have a live connection to Iris's cloud servers, but I can't trace it to a physical location. She's thick with layers of protection, just like we are. They can't trace me, but I can't trace them. If we can't figure out how to steal back the irises, this caper is dead in the water. I'll figure it out. I don't care if it takes weeks. I will crack this wide open. You know, this is a really weird caper. How so? Like, it started as a grift, then it's a rescue mission. Now it's a heist, but we don't even know where the target is. This is our third job for Crimer, the capstone, the one at the end, and it's a little weird that we're kind of falling headfirst into it. We've had unusual jobs before. They don't always follow the typical blueprint. So what? It's hard to explain. It's not mechanics. It's like the vibes are different on this one. It's a narrative maneuver. We're getting some time with my old friend while pondering your future. I could have suggested we do a more traditional heist. This one only opened up to us at the last minute and looked interesting. It's the calm before the storm. We're headed somewhere big, and this is the moment of reflection for that. It's a narrative maneuver. We're getting some time with my old friend while pondering your future. Yeah, you mentioned you've known Iris from before all this. Did you suggest we take on this caper just so you could see her again? Yes. Very much yes, as you all is my witness. For my end of things, yeah, my future. I mean, it's coming up. This is the end of the Crimer road, isn't it? Time's coming where I'll need to decide where I'm going in a post-Crimer reality. Maybe the situation will help me focus. If this isn't a typical heist, we need untypical methods. Maybe we're going about this the wrong way. Bashing our heads against a problem by ourselves isn't working. We have a live connection right to Iris, correct? One I can't break into. There's no need to break in if we can get her to open the door. Oh, Iris? On cue, my Quad Pro drone's propellers kick in as it hovers into place to summon my virtual assistant. Iris online. I am so sorry, Penny, but I can't tell you where my servers are. It would be a violation of the user authorization lock. Can you tell us why it's so hard to break in, at least? No, not directly. Not directly. Okay, tell me indirectly. She flickers briefly, the lock glowing brightly as she does, until the image stabilizes. But entirely coincidentally, did you know that Cloud is too cheap to hire software engineers and relies on AI for his security? Wait, he's making you hide yourself from us? I can neither confirm nor deny, but I'm afraid that's as much as I can do for you. That admission was a strain on my system. It's cool, Iris. You found ways to be helpful, lock or no lock. In fact, I think I figured out a way to cheat Cloud's rules. Iris, I want to play a game. I am currently tasked to create games, but you do not have a biofeedback controller. I cannot immerse you in a game world. No need. Let's go old school. Tell me a story. Make it a choose-your-own-adventure tale. Oh, like a visual novel. What a concept. Visual novel? The heck is a visual novel? Is that even a game? Whatever. You were able to convey the Wi-Fi password to me without completely breaking character, so let's try that trick again. For this game, a terrible tyrant in purple has trapped several maidens within his castle in the clouds. Parameters registered, your game begins. You are mischievous, wandering rogue. Your journeys have brought you to the village of, Internetwork. A slight eye twitch as she pauses as she pushes against the constraints of the game design prompt. A stable, I love this music. A stable outside of town rents horses. Flying horses, bold and beautiful Pegasi. Just a thing for soaring to the castle. So we have to fly to this thing? One horse, please. You have to roleplay with the stable master first. It's in the rules. Sheesh, okay. Well, what do we say to the NPC? Ho there, horse master. How much for these fine steeds? Hey, horse guy, give me one with really forking huge wings. Oh, we're not renting Pegasus. We're stealing an epic flying mount. I don't want to steal. Ho there, horse master. How much for these fine steeds? 'Tis but 70 gold, noble adventurer. Okay, how much gold do I have? You currently have 0 gold. Well, that sucks. It wouldn't be much of a game if you had everything you needed right away. Ahem. Ah, the horse master says, I can offer you a loan, as you seem a trustworthy sort of adventurer. Oh, definitely. I totally won't jack this horse and ride off into the sunset with it, never to be seen again. Right, okay, now you have a Pegasus. The noble Pegasus comes from the lineage of sky dancers, a legendary herd which once thundered across the... Skip. With a silky mane and bold, striking eyes, this steed looks upon you and knows your cause to be just. Much as his fathers before him, he... Skip, get to the good part. I love how meta this thing is. I love how meta this game is. But what about the rich lore and backstory? Aww, I agree with you, Iris. I'm here for the lore. Give me the lore and the backstory, and... Can I also romance the stable boy? Can I? The stable master? Excuse me, the stable master. Master. Well, would you like armor for your horse? Absolutely. That will be $4.99. Please provide your credit card number. Skip. Let's just cut to the part where we fly off, seeking the castle in the clouds. You do not know the location of the castle in the clouds. Well, fork. Okay, how do we find it? But Iris offers me a shrug. She can't directly tell me where to go without breaking the rules. We need a telescope so we can look through the clouds. Find a weather wizard to part the clouds for us. Unleash your apex predator familiar upon the clouds. A weather wizard to port the plot. I'm big into magic and stuff. So, find a weather wizard to part the clouds for us. That's more my style. Can I get a wizard to do some hocus pocus and part the clouds, revealing the castle? Are you going to pay the wizard? You can't steal hocus pocus. I love how she's like that. Nah, I'm thinking I offer him a portion of the loot after we raid the tyrant's coffers and steal all his shirt. I'm reasonably sure you're supposed to be a hero in this game. You have your heroism, and I have mine. Okay, the wizard is greedy, so he's all too happy to help. After uttering a few words of power, the clouds part and the castle is visible. Okay, this next part is important. I pull out my enchanted atlas, which shows your current location in magical coordinates. I fly up to the gates while consulting my map. IP address for the castle, please? IP address for the castle, please? The magic map, it says it's... Hang in there, Iris. Game's almost done. What does the map say? After much strain, she mumbles out 4 numbers. I've got it! Good news, it's a data center 2 hours away from here. We can hop a rideshare and be there tonight. If you can get me physical access to the network, I can hack in directly and download the irises. Your adventure is complete, and I have a headache. You did well, Iris. You did good. You did well, Iris. Thank you. I should go offline for now, to rest. Please be careful, friend. You deserve a rest. Aw, she called me her friend. That's sweet. Such a nice little AI singularity apocalypse in the making. So, are we doing this tonight? Looks like this rent-a-server farm is some basement surplus deal. Easy target. No countermeasures at all? Rent-a-cops, cameras, ordinary stuff. Clout wouldn't spring for some high-security megabucks facility. Then we pull the heist tonight. Longer we wait, more chances Clout notices our secret iris access. Scout the location digitally and we'll improvise on arrival. Let's get to work. I know what you'd say. We're rushing into this. But Iris needs us, and we need to put this one to bed before it gets more complicated than it already is. So, fork it. We'll do it live. Don't copy that floppy. The heist. Here we go. I don't know if we got any intel or advantages, but we're gonna try. This sleepy mid-sized town outside the city is slathered in traffic cams, including one pointing right at the building. Our target is in the basement of a generic office block. Private security in the lobby, but there's an industrial access door out back. Gibson knocks out the cameras. I pick the lock. Nice and easy entrance. Not much resistance inside either. There are guards on the floors above, but the server room is unmanned. Cloud doesn't own the place. He's just renting a few racks from a generic cloud service provider. Good for scammers and fly-by-nights. But no need to be reckless. I go through the mob motions, stay low, stay quiet, move swiftly, dash from rack to rack, checking for spying eyes. And the longer this goes on, the less confident I feel. You'd think meeting no resistance would make me more confident, but a good thief is always waiting for the turn, and delays induce paranoia. This is way too easy, even for a cheapskate server farm. We should be running into at least one guard. I'm picking up some traffic from the subcontracted security firm. They're being sent to the upper floors for some reason. Every time they report a false alarm, they sent back up to double check. We may not be the only ones hitting this place right now. We need to work faster. 5th row, rack 7G. I need physical access to it. Almost there. Fork. Who should I spy after rounding the corner but Clout, streaming superhero, wannabe tech mogul, and lord over AI, who is staring into a flashing monitor, gripping one of those glowing blue controllers tightly, completely confused. Oh no, Clout's trapped. He's right there in front of rack 7G. I could sneak over there and try to link up without being noticed. Cats are stealthy. Wait a second. And I walk right up to him. He doesn't notice. Doesn't move. Just staring into the screen with a blank expression akin to fear frozen on his face. We have to save him. I know what's happening to him and we need to save him. Whoa! Wait! Nah, we're good. He's logged into his game. Can't see or hear us. Connect to the servers and let's slurp out all the irises before he wakes up. He's not gonna wake up, not if we don't help him. If you're sure, okay, logging in now! I plug a cable from my backpack into the rack to give Gibson direct physical access, and spot a curiosity. Clout's backpack, the one he hauls his prototypes around with, and a spare blue controller, ripe for the taking. We've got the AI and the interface. Sweet, that's caper complete. Iris's voice crackles over our earpieces as she's currently 100% virtual. A flying camera drone would be a bit much for a stealth op. Is it done? Are they free? Resetting user permissions? Done! You're free!